And then I'll have Thor skyr, which is similar to Greek yogurt, but just a batter.
And I had to watch this 17,433 times to understand what he was talking about. Thor skyr. Coach Greg, and today we're going over Thor Bjornsson's new diet. He swapped over from being a huge, ridiculously overweight, 450-pound strongman powerlifting champion to now a boxing dude. Totally different diet. He's going into boxing, and so obviously you're going to eat really different. There's no way you can eat the same calories, the same foods. So how has he switched? How is he able to lose all this weight? I mean, the guy was 450 pounds, he's down to 330, shredded, full six-pack, in amazing condition. If that doesn't show how much eating for a purpose can change your body, your physique, then what will?
In the strongman days, I would eat up to 10,000 calories every single day.
Now, the key word there is up to. A lot of people are going to think he was eating 10,000 calories a day. Up to 10,000 calories. I'm a cyclist, and I eat up to about 6,000 calories a day. Usually it's 3,500, but I eat 6,000 calories a day sometimes. On a day I eat a lot of food. Other days perhaps only 2,500. On average, 3,500. And so when he says he eats up to 10,000 calories a day, it doesn't mean he was eating 10,000 calories a day. He's probably eating far less. Perhaps 6, 7, maybe even 8,000, highly doubtful. After all, the guy is twice the size of a normal person. But if the average person has seen on the screen, it says the average guy eats about 3,000 calories. So you'd have to assume this guy is over double the size of the average guy, so it would be quite easy for him to consume over 6,000 calories. But regardless of that, he obviously has to eat significantly fewer calories to lose this weight.
I would eat a lot of rice, a lot of potatoes, fatty meat like ribeye steaks.
So in his strongman days, he ate a lot of steaks, rice, potatoes, whole eggs, bacon, but let's be honest, he ate whatever and whenever he wanted. He had to force in the calories to get in as much calories as humanly possible to be the largest man he could possibly be. 450 pounds. But imagine what strain that did on his heart, on his health, on his body. And so he's changed his mind, he's lost the weight. And so what is he eating now?
I would usually have 6 eggs and 6 slices of bacon, orange juice, and obviously drink a lot of water. Now, when I'm doing boxing, my meals are more specific.
And so now that he's on a diet, his meals are much more specific. He can't just eat anything and everything. It has to be tailored to a specific amount of calories because if he overeats calories, he's not going to be as lean. He needs to be light on his feet, able to quickly move around, and the extra body fat would simply slow him down. And so he has an 8-ounce lean steak. Notice lean, less fat. He chooses leaner cuts of meats because they're lower in fat and calories. Also, he still eats 2 whole eggs, but in comparison, he used to have 6. Add to this oatmeal, berries, and juice, and there's his breakfast. Certainly a large breakfast, but not more than you expect for a man of this size. He's 330 pounds of muscle. He's still twice the size of most human beings. And so you'd have to expect even on a main gain or maintenance diet, his calories are going to be far greater than the average American. And meal 1 definitely breaking the 1,000 calorie barrier, but just consider his size. And also the fact that he's just fasted overnight, and this is his first meal of the day, and he's going to go and box. He needs the energy, he needs to eat a lot. He doesn't want to wake up and skip breakfast and go about his way. First opportunity for muscle protein synthesis to occur is right in the morning when you wake up. So if you're skipping that meal, you just skipped your first chance to grow. And so meal 2, 8 ounces of beef tenderloin, a very lean cut of steak. Very lean, lower in calories. Added to that 100 grams of greens, very low in calories, help you feel full and give you the vitamins that you need. And coupled with that, about 140 grams of rice, which is about 1 cup or 200 calories worth of rice. Meal 2, perhaps somewhere just below 600 calories, but certainly have enough energy and protein to sustain what he's doing throughout the day.
Meal number 3 is cod usually, and that's same amount, 8 ounces with roughly 300 grams of potatoes. And again, 100 grams of greens.
Little over 600 calories in meal 3. And meal 6, he's sure to get in his healthy fats. He has 8 ounces of salmon loaded in healthy fats and protein. This meal, again, little over 600 calories. So you see the pattern. Meal 1, bit over 1,000 calories. It's the biggest meal of his day. Meals 2, 3, and 4, somewhere around that 600 calorie range. So if you add it up, he's almost at 3,000 calories after meal 4.
My last meal of the day is in the evenings usually, and then I'll have Thor skyr which is similar to Greek yogurt, but just better.
And I had to watch this 17,433 times to understand what he was talking about. Thor skyr. I was like, what is this stuff? I'm getting people doing research. What is this Thor skyr? I need to know the macros. I need to know. It's essentially Greek yogurt, except it's his own brand. He owns it. It's on Instagram. It's just like other Greek yogurts. They have various flavors, and so it's very high in protein and fairly low in calories. An excellent source of protein. I would highly recommend it. It's much better than regular yogurt. Regular yogurt does not have the protein of Greek yogurt. So my advice, I strongly urge all of you, if you can consume dairy, you're not lactose intolerant. Well, even if you are, you could still get lactose-free Greek yogurt. Highly suggest you eat Greek yogurt. It's an amazing source of protein that's low in calories and can in fact taste like a dessert. Thor goes on to explain how he loves ice cream, like Coach Greg, and trust me, you can make Greek yogurt taste absolutely amazing. Add some sweetener to it, add some berries. This is a delicious dessert that you can eat every day of the week. And so the macros, it depends on what you get. Vanilla flavor, it's going to be slightly higher in calories with less protein, but still 130 calories, 17 grams of protein. That is still amazing. If you get the plain variety, you get over 20 grams of protein per serving. Amazing. So strongly recommend you give his a try, but if you don't get his, please eat some Greek yogurt. Looking for an alternative to Greek yogurt? Try quark. I've had this before when traveling to Germany. It tastes ridiculous. I love the stuff. It's very high in protein, low in calories. So whether or not you have Greek yogurt or quark, to me it's about the same thing. So aside from people who are vegan, please give these a try.
I mean, I love ice cream. I won't lie.
Shocker, he's from Iceland and likes ice cream. Is there a correlating factor there? Do people from Iceland like ice cream because of the name, or is that just me? Or perhaps is it now colder in there? Maybe they don't like as much ice cream because it's cold. I like ice cream in the winter, even if it's cold versus hot. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just being ridiculous. Iceland likes ice cream. And notice his last meal of the day, the fifth meal, just happens to be the lowest in calories. Starts off with the highest calorie meal, then keeps fairly consistent, then finishes off with the lowest calorie meal. He's going to bed, going to sleep. Why would he need to eat 1,000 calories before bed? How are you eating? I bet you're eating the opposite of this. Most people are eating the smaller meals throughout the day and then they're binging at night. Opposite of Thor. Thor's doing it right. I fully believe that this is the best dieting protocol you can follow for an athlete. You eat more in the morning, decent throughout the day, and then less at night. That way, you're not starving all day. You have the energy you need for the training you're about to do. And then at night, when you're not about to go train, you eat less, but you still eat. 5 times a day he's eating. 5 opportunities to maximize muscle protein synthesis. He's not going to be hungry, not going to be starving. He's giving the body what he needs. And it only adds up to perhaps around 3,500 calories. Same diet as Coach Greg. I'm under 200 pounds and I eat roughly the same as Thor. So if you think,
oh, I'm starving because I'm only eating 2,000 calories.
Thor's eating 3,500, he's probably double your size, and imagine the training he's doing. So it's not about how many calories you're eating that decides if you're hungry or not. It's about, are you in a deficit, maintaining, or in a surplus? If you're in a deficit, you're very likely going to be hungry, regardless of that number. If you're eating 1,400 calories a day and you're not losing weight, you're probably not going to be as hungry as if you're eating 5,000 calories a day and you're losing weight. It's when you're going on the way down and losing weight that you're doing the suffering, so to speak. You're not eating as much as your body wants. When you're eating a surplus, it's easy. You're eating more than your body wants. Up to a point, if you start overeating, binging too much, then you actually don't want to eat because you've overconsumed calories. At that point, why are you force feeding? But for the rest of us, it's best to maintain your weight roughly where it is and slowly to build muscle. You do that by eating the amount you need. You're not going to be hungry, not going to be starving. You're also not going to be full, not going to be stuffed. It's the homeostasis that you need. Yes, it's a slight calorie surplus, but not enough to track, not enough to worry about. And so my advice, if you're overweight, obese, slowly reduce your calories so that you lose the weight. As Thor did. He lowered his calories, lost the weight over a few years. Now that he's lean, he's maintaining his weight, eating the amount of calories his body needs to sustain his energy level and to feel satisfied. He's not starving, he's not stuffed, he just feels good. And on the opposite extreme, if you're under eating, you're over dieting, you've crash dieted, perhaps you've just come out of a concentration camp, you're weighing 100 pounds, you should eat in a surplus. Gain some body fat until you're healthy. If you don't have enough fat, your hormonal balance is going to be out of whack. Not enough testosterone, not going to be able to build muscle. But if you're at maintenance, you're eating enough, just enough, you're going to feel good, going to be able to sleep well, function well in the training, and build the muscle that you need. Hopefully this helped. Ending it here. GregDoucette.com for coaching, Greg Doucette IP Pro. Please check out the boobs. Also, the harder than last time supplements, including the Turcasterone. Turcasterone, come on, Turcasterone, say it with me, Turcasterone. Subscribe, click the bell button, comment for the algorithm. Don't forget about my freaking cookbook. You can get that too. And the Circle Diet book, trade book, coach by my team, and phone consults. And until next time, I'm out.